Hi, I'm Scott Williford. Thank you for coming back and watching part 3 or segment 3 with our star Desiree Scales of Bella Web Design. And if you didn't see the first couple of segments, please go back and watch those because we've been getting some great advice and learning a lot about Desiree. So when we broke away last time, we ended and I challenged you. I want you to predict what you think's coming down the road. I mean, you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So you've seen a lot of changes. What's coming?
Well, we're already there. We're in mobile. This is the mobile age. And I really think 2012 is the time when people are looking at their website and not only looking at how it looks like on their computer, but then they go to their smartphone and they go, and they're like trying to read it and they're making the screen bigger. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. You can make a mobile version of your website so that it's real easy to read. The text is perfectly sized, and then the buttons are big. You just click on it, and it brings up on the screen your phone number, and it calls. You know, somebody, your potential client can call you right then and there.
You know, I've had to do that a lot, and of course the laws say you're not supposed to do it in the car.
Right.
But I'm guilty.
Yeah.
But you know, it's interesting because even some of the biggest companies aren't catching on to that.
They're not.
I was at American Express site trying to pay my bill last night, and it was a pain.
Right. What amazes me is the companies that are still using Flash on their sites.
Right.
A major designer, clothing designer, is still using Flash on his site. I went on an iPad to look at the site and possibly purchase. I couldn't get past the home page. It was blank. There was nothing there because everything was done in Flash.
Well, and you know, I understand this, but for our audience, you know, the iPad uses HTML5,
Correct.
which is the latest and greatest or trend, and so if you're using Flash on your sites, you're going to have problems. People are going to have problems with an iPad.
Yeah.
So other than mobile, I mean, where do you think, you know, for online marketing and small to medium-sized businesses, how are they going to adapt to these changes, and what other changes might be coming?
Well, I think social media has definitely changed the way that businesses communicate, not only with each other, but with their audience. And I think we're going to see more companies using tools like Twitter and Facebook for customer care, customer service. You know, they're using those social media tools to run contests, for lead generation. So more of that will come, but there are sites now like Pinterest, and Pinterest, it's like a vision board. I don't know if you've heard of a vision board. Basically what you do, I do this once a year. I will go to a magazine, I will in January during the, you know, the winter break when everybody is not working, I'll get 5 magazines and I'll cut inspirational words and pictures out of those magazines, things I want to achieve the next year.
Okay.
With Pinterest, it's all digital. It's all done digitally. You can go to any website out there, find a picture on the website and post it on Pinterest and create your own vision boards and share them with everybody. And it's exciting. It means that visual web design is even more important than ever. We can now post video also on Pinterest, so video is becoming more important. I think we're going to see more sites like that that put an emphasis on the visual. You know, again, it's a different way of telling your story.
Well, and what you hear a lot about a lot of these sites, especially in the social media realm, is it's all about the conversation.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm a plumber or a small business owner. You know, what does that mean to me? Have a conversation with my customer in social media. What does that mean to you? How do you describe that to your clients?
Okay, so if I had a plumbing company, basically what I would do to have a conversation with the client is really ask them, you know, what is your pain point? What's happening? I mean, in some cases, obviously, they've got water squirting and they've got a flood going on. It's an emergency. But if it's a non-emergency, I would tell them, I would give them tips on how to take care of their home better so that they don't, let's say they leave on a trip and it's, you know, 20 below zero. What to do to make sure that those pipes don't break so he doesn't have to come out. But if he does, he can go through what it would take to fix them. So just great preventative tips.
you know, it's interesting, and I've seen the sites that I read and I follow, and it's really more about sharing information that's useful to your audience, to your constituents, before they're asking.
Yeah.
You know, giving them that piece, and it's about creating an authority. Once they know you care, then they'll listen to what you've got to say, and they'll know to call you. So, you know, I think that in conclusion, that you mentioned while we were on break that
Right.
there's really three parts to your online marketing. There's the image you portray on your website and who you are, and you got to start there.
Right.
And then there's optimizing that to draw people to it, and the last piece is social media, and I think
Right.
we kind of covered that.
We
So
did.
I want to thank you very much for your time today, and this has
Thank
been
you.
exciting and fun. You've been a great guest.
Thanks.
So I'm Scott Williford. We've been having a great conversation with Desiree Scales. Please look them up. They're an awesome company. They're in Marietta and Woodstock area, but they'll serve anywhere over the country, I'm sure. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll check back with you soon. Have a great day.